Here we are with another hot topics in California law and ethics. Marijuana in your practice, legal and ethical issues. So one of the first issues to come up is it okay for a therapist to use marijuana? So why is this an issue worth covering? Well, there's a few reasons. First was years ago, California passed medical marijuana, and CAMF got a lot of questions about whether it would be okay for therapists to have a medical marijuana card. And then more recently, California has passed a law stating that marijuana in general is legal. But this is still against federal law, so there's still some confusion as to how would the BBS rule in certain situations. Also, there's some issues around our scope of competency and making recommendations, and I will discuss those further a bit later. So in California, it's legal to use and possess a limited amount of marijuana for one's own use. However, in many states and to the federal government, marijuana use and possession is illegal. CAMP has said that they believe it unlikely that the BBS would punish someone following California law, even if they violated federal or another state's law. On the other hand, CAMP believes that if you use marijuana in a manner that is illegal in California, you could be sanctioned by the BBS. This might include driving under the influence or usage in public. As with alcohol, if your marijuana usage impairs your judgment, you could be sanctioned by the BBS. Now we're going to move into scope of practice issues. So two issues come up around scope of practice in marijuana. The first is recommending marijuana or a marijuana product to a client. The second is selling such products in your office, such as CBD oil. Both of these are straight up no's. CAMP believes that because marijuana is not legal, that a client could hold you responsible for any negative consequences should you recommend a product. Selling products in general in your office is sticky, but CBD could be considered a nutritional supplement, and those are regulated in California. Also, selling products can lead to dual relationships and/or possible financial exploitation claims. If you're going to recommend nutritional supplements, there's something in the handout on what needs to be posted in your office. However, it is considered highly risky ethically, and CAMP reports that in a recent case, which was recent as of 2014, the BBS placed a licensed MFT on probation for 3 years with mandatory enrollment and ethics courses and a fine of more than $3 grand. The therapist was disciplined for engaging in unprofessional conduct outside the scope of practice for advising patient to take specific herbs for various illnesses. So again, need to be super careful, and the best recommendation is to not to give these specific recommendations. So in closing, don't make recommendations for any supplements to your counseling clients. I mean, that includes any supplements, not just any marijuana or CBD supplements. You can always recommend that they see a provider that specializes in those things for further information. And if you yourself use marijuana, use it only in a way that is legal in California, and make sure that its effects on you are not impairing your clinical judgment. And thanks for listening through this video on marijuana in your practice and the ethical issues that come up. Hope you enjoyed it.